What is going on, Herd? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in to another video. Today, we got a real expensive one as we get back into our Does It Drift video series where we purchase vehicles in-game, build them up to drift spec, and then test them rigorously to see if they have the ability to be drift cars. So this is the Stirling GT, the Benefactor Stirling GT. This is a sports classic car. It costs 1.125 or 1.25 million. It's a very expensive car. And let's get right into this dang thing today. So let's show you guys the stance on this thing. I already started recording this and realized my microphone was not running, so we got all the way down to the track here and had to restart it. The only tire that's going to give you hell is the back one, the rear driver's side. So you're just going to shoot it behind in the fender, and you'll be good to go. No big deal. Other than that, everything else is going to stance up just fine. You may be saying, Black Sheep, where's the build on this thing? Usually you start with the build. We'll get into that in just a second here, guys. Just a second. First off, I did already find out that she's pretty slippery and slidey. Let's show you a little single gear action down here. That's a little bit of dirt single action. Try to stick around the road here. She's got some slipping. She's got some sliding. She's got a little action. But what she does not have is the clutch kick. This is one of the newer, one of the newer additives. So you're not going to be able to get the clutch kick and slide this thing around. It doesn't even really have a very good handbrake slide for power slide and whatnot. As you can see, you're just not going to be able to drift this thing. So I didn't go and blow all my money on this thing. I had to go test this thing first, as I have been doing recently. Go see what it actually is capable of. I know Rockstar has, whether they purposely did this or not, they removed our little exploit from all the new cars. You actually, it's there, it revs up the engine, but it's like it's just throwing it in neutral. It's not actually the speed boost anymore. It's I don't know, it's quite odd, It's, if they didn't do it intentionally, I don't know what the hell they're doing, but it's almost like they did it intentionally, and that's kind of where we have issues with in this damn community. We rely solely on that speed boost. Now, if you're saying, well, Black Sheep, you just got to put the turbo on there, you got to put the engine on there, you got to buy the car. No, you don't. You don't have to. That's the reality here. Doing that is only going to be spending more money. I proved that to myself on the Dink Adjuster Classic and on the, what is it, the Dominator GTX or whatever it is, the new Mustang that they released. I did both of those in the Does It Drift. Both of them got a lot of views, but I don't just want to make videos solely for views. It's not really what I set out to do on this channel, and it's not really what I'm here to do just in general. Of course, good views and good turnouts are definitely something that we like to see on Black Sheep TV, but I'm not trying to do clickbait. I'm not trying to give you guys, you know, I'm just not doing that. That's not the style that I'm doing. I want to give you guys good, I want to give back to you guys, and it's going to be in the information style. I mean, I'm just trying to just do some single gear drifting here, and it's not even really working. It's got a very, very short temperament in the first gear. First gear is very, very slow to get into second gear, let's just say that. But once you're in second gear and you try to hit that clutch kick, that speed boost glitch, whatever you refer to it as there is no clutches in GTA, you're just not going to be able to do it, guys. And I have to think that this is intentional. I have to think that they meant to do this. I have to... The only reason is that I say that I have to is because it was in the game from day one. It was something that they pretty much intended to be in the game. I have to think it's not even a glitch, in my opinion. It's something that they intended to be in there. And it's not on any of the new vehicles. It still is on a lot of the old vehicles, and that's where we're at. So this kind of like, it really frustrated a lot of the drift community, because we are kind of hoping that Rockstar will eventually give us an accidental car. A car that we can drift really well. Let's look at like the Viserys, for example. The Viserys, when it came out, was a phenomenal drift car. Like a phenomenal drift car. That thing was slipping and sliding all over the damn place. And then about 2 months later, they patched it. Maybe it wasn't even 2 months. I just think it was somewhere around that area. They patched it, and now the car doesn't even drift anymore. It doesn't drift at all. I'm pretty sure it's in the same boat where it doesn't have the clutch kick or something along the lines. I just can't remember what it is, if it's just sticky, but it's a completely different handling line. It's not the first time Rockstar's done this either. They did that with the Banshee 900R. They gave us the Banshee 900R and the Sultan RS in the same DLC. Came out at the same time for the Benny's cars, and people liked them. People were upset though, because the Banshee 900R was actually less controllable than the Sultan RS. And the Sultan RS was supposed to be a sports car, but Rockstar made it into a supercar. So Rockstar viewed it as two big mistakes. Well, we're going to keep Sultan RS the supercar because that's how we intended it. So let's just make the Banshee 900R handle a little better. Well, you ruined everything. That Sultan RS should have been a damn sports car. It just should be. It's not a supercar by any means, any standards, and it's not even up to speed of the supercars in the game. And the Banshee 900R is a supercar. We completely get that, modeled after the Dodge Viper and whatnot. There's a little bit of RX-7 reminiscence in there as well. But the deal here is so they changed the Banshee 900R because they made their mistake. Well, they didn't think it was a mistake, but they made the mistake of making the RS the supercar. So we, as the drift community, had a fantastic car in the Banshee 900R for about 3 or 4 days. And then Rockstar patched it up. Now this is my point here on why what I'm trying to say is, for one, we all can kind of agree that GTA is not a drifting game. It's just not a drifting game. Can you drift within it? Yes, but that does not make it a drifting game. It's not even a motorsports game. Can you do motorsports within it? Yes, you can do a lot. It's an open world game, so it's open to you as a creator or as your imagination, whatever you want to view that as. But the deal here is, guys, is Rockstar is not going to give us an intentional drift car, or let alone what some people are hoping for, a full drift DLC. That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen, guys. And this is the example of why. It's not going to happen because they don't know what the hell we're doing. The community is too small. We're in trouble here, guys. There's no way in hell that we're ever going to get a DLC that's drift-oriented. There's no way in hell we're ever going to get a good drift car. And I guess I would point my finger back at the Drift Tampa, the car that they thought was going to be such this great car. Not only is it all-wheel drive, and you can't really drift all-wheel drive cars in GTA efficiently, you can use the all-wheel drive glitch, but that's not a efficient way of drifting by any means. It's just a fun way to drift around and have a good little time. You're not going to be able to use that in a competition. You're not even really going to be able to link a full line of more than about 10 or 15 seconds. It's just not that way. So I'm not going to babble on forever, guys. I just kind of wanted to make a point out of this. There's some really expensive cars that you guys want to see, this one being one of them, and it's nothing more than just a massive waste of my money in the game. And when I don't, duplicate cars, I don't do anything like that, so when I go to get money, it's usually my own hard-earned spent money going to fake money. And so say I went and bought this car, guys, and I put the money into upgrading it and doing all that stuff, I would be out like $20 of real money just to do this car, and that's kind of where the issue is, of course. So all of these dozen drifts that you guys are thinking of, I know you guys want to see a lot of them, and I know you guys want to see the expensive cars. Just know that the supercars don't drift very well. They don't drift at all for the most part. They're too sticky. Their handling lines are crap. Is there a couple? Yeah, there are a couple, but just because they'll clutch kick or the speed boost glitch does not mean they're good drift cars. You have to think about how sticky are they, how touchy is the steering. There's just a lot of aspects that go into hand on this thing that aren't really thought about, I'm just making a quick comment on the Doesn't Drift series. So that's where I'll end this one up. I hope this did help you guys out in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully you guys aren't going out and blowing your money on this car thinking it's going to be some good drift car, just in potential hoping that you could get a little slide out of it, because it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen, guys. So I appreciate everybody tuning in, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing the videos. If you're sharing the damn videos. If you're not sharing the videos, damn it, share the videos. That's what helps this channel grow, and this channel has not really been growing very quickly. It's a tough deal on YouTube. It's definitely a grind, that's for sure. It's not just some easy gig, but when you're blowing your money on cars like this that don't drift, and you're doing a Doesn't Drift series as one of your most successful series, well, that even sucks even more, guys. So, as always, I hope you all stay happy out there, stay positive, and we will definitely speak to you next time.